Okay, everybody, welcome to This Movie Sucks review. We just got done watching Deadly DILF.
The Deadly DILF.
The Deadly DILF on Tubi. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to review this what you want to call a movie. Serge, well, hold on. We'll give a plot. We'll describe the plot of it.
Yeah, the DILF was not deadly. The end.
Yeah. It was basically a girl has traumatizing experience. Her dad gets shot. New neighbors move in. She starts stalking the dad of that new family, and they have a son, wife. They work at a gym. She's the sugar mama. He has sex with the college student, the neighbor, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. So, as you can expect. So, Serge, what are your original thoughts on this movie?
Going into it, the Deadly DILF tells a different story, right? I'm thinking the dad is going to be the deadly dude or the deadly dick or something. But there's no deadliness about the dad. He doesn't kill anybody. He doesn't hurt anybody. But then there's like this weird plot twist at the end that I don't know that I want to spoil until we get to that point. That just doesn't make sense. So even until the end, I still don't know that he was the Deadly DILF. So I don't understand why the movie was called The Deadly DILF, because from what I saw, he was not deadly. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't do anything. But if what happens at the end makes him the Deadly DILF, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And this movie fucking sucks.
Yeah, I think the D standard for the daughter, the neighbor. I think she was a daughter, and she was the Deadly DILF. And
I mean, I guess, but I mean, MILF and DILF, they just kind of go side and side. So it's like,
no, but she wasn't a MILF, right? She didn't have any kids.
Like MILF, and that's mom I'd like to fuck. Mm-hmm. So DILF is usually the dad, right? So
but then you also have GILF,
grandma, right?
Yeah.
But
is there another GILF as well? A grandpa? Nobody wants a fucking grandpa, right?
I hope when I'm old, somebody still wants to fuck me.
Saggy balls smashing.
But I don't know, dude. It didn't make sense. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So I mean, when she was first off, that whole interaction where they first kind of meet, right? And they both make eye contact. It's slow motion. There's some kind of weird romantic music, mm-hmm. and then they both touch her water bottle at the same time, all in front of the wife.
Right. The wife didn't say nothing, didn't flinch, didn't smack him, didn't be like, "Excuse me," nothing. Just slid right past her. Bullshit.
Yep. Bullshit. I mean, any smart woman would have fucking at least hit him and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anybody would have caught that.
But I guess she was smart. I don't know. The kid's game was better than the dad's.
Yeah.
That kid
came out swinging.
He was pulling him.
I thought that was going to be part of the plot, was the little boy was going to get some peepa, but fucking nothing happened. So that was a little disappointing. I was rooting for my son.
Yeah.
I started thinking about Diego. I was like, one day, son.
Yeah.
Get you hot.
Yeah, so folks, there's a scene in there where the neighbor, she's spying on this dude who's fixing an outdoor shower, right? Mm-hmm. He was fixing it. He was using a screwdriver, which I'm not a plumber, but I would think you'd be using a wrench instead. But.
Yeah, there's a lot of focus on the pool for it not being involved in the movie. And I thought at some point they were going to fuck in the pool, or someone was going to drown in the pool, or the pool was going to become involved, because I feel like there were a lot of scenes that they cut to it, and the pool was just kind of like there, like an ominous, like you knew something was going to happen. Yeah. Sex or death, something was going to happen in the pool.
Yeah.
And nobody died in the pool.
Then it would have turned into that movie Night Swim.
Right. Yes.
What else was in there, Serge?
What wasn't in this movie? Okay, so they graze hands, right? There's obviously sexual tension. She walks away staring at him. Wife somehow doesn't catch any of that.
No.
And then what does it cut to? Well, hold on. In the very beginning, the hot college girl is jogging, and she runs up to her house, and this dude chases her, and she gets to the front door. Dad answers the door, and kind of saves his daughter, then goes chasing after the guy, and the guy shoots the dad. I thought it was a grandpa.
Yeah.
Shoots the dad. Dad dies, and that's where we're left at. And then it cuts to the family moving in, and he's playing football with the son by the pool.
That's right.
Okay, that pool's not going to get used. And then the brother shows up, and then there's like a little tension with the brother. But then the sexy scene with the touching hands happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that happens. And then what happened after that?
Shit. So it turns out that he's also trying to educate himself
right.
on his
Yes.
wife's daughter.
Yes.
On his wife's dollar.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
She don't have a daughter.
Yeah, the sugar mama, right?
The sugar mama.
So they open a gym, and he's helping her. She says something like, "I opened a gym." That she corrects herself like, "Oh, we opened a gym." Right. Okay. So she's obviously the boss, and then he runs into her on campus and like, "Oh, hey, I just happen to be going here too," and kind of sets it up for more shenanigans, right? Because you see his building.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. This
movie sucks.
This movie sucks, dude. There's just so many like odd points and plot twists and things that didn't need to happen that kind of happened that kind of set up some more shit later.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie Fatal Attraction?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's the direction that they were going here.
We could have used some Bush.
Yes, they could have used the crazy college student that was stalking the dad. She should have probably boiled a bunny. Like that was what happened in that original movie. They should have put a pet in this movie.
Right.
But I guess you can't do that now because of PETA and whatever. But they made this little girl, and I think maybe it was all the trauma of her dad getting shot in the neck and dying that like caused her to be fucking crazy. So it gave her daddy issues.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. Where I think it's the daughter that the deadly DILF. The D in the daughter stands. The D in DILF stands for daughter. But there's a lot of. I think this movie had some potential. Right. There was some decent acting, and there was also some horrible acting.
Right. Like they had a gay Asian best friend for no good reason. He served no purpose. He didn't have to be gay. He could have just been the best friend, but for some reason they had to make him gay and Asian.
Diversity.
Right.
It's diversity.
Diversity, right? Well, I mean, throw a Mexican in there. I don't know, but it just
didn't need to be. I'm offended, dude. I didn't feel represented in this shitty ass movie. I did not see one Mexican.
A gardener, nothing, dude.
Dude, they lived in a nice LA neighborhood. Yeah. Actually, they didn't really mention it, but it is in LA. But yeah, I'm like, not one fucking leaf blower, not one guy in the background.
They squeezed a white woman into it.
Yeah.
No Mexicans.
Yeah.
No Mexicans.
Yeah, well, and then she kind of went crazy. And if you guys watch this film, you guys will see that there's a new weapon out there to vandalize vehicles, right, Serge?
Cleats.
Yeah, cleats.
I'm not going to keep a flashlight or a knife or nothing in my car. I'm going to keep a pair of cleats in case some shit pops off because I didn't realize they were a weapon until now, and it makes sense.
And she put them on her hands like mittens, right? So she was just clawing
the shit out of this car, smashing windows, and like it was crazy.
And she was making some. I'm going to say it. Some sex sounds. She was going,
there was a lot of grunting.
She was grunting like crazy.
Sounds that I wouldn't make if I was destroying a car.
And a bad thing is like nobody saw that.
Yeah, on a college campus full of people, nobody sees this chick demolishing this car Street Fighter style with cleats and a teeny tiny tire iron. And she beat the shit out of this car. It wasn't just a little bit.
Yeah.
She beat the shit out of this fucking car, and nobody saw it or said anything.
Well, and mind you, they live in the LA hills. What kind of car was it, Serge?
It was a little Mitsubishi like Lancer or something. Not even a fixed up one.
Nope.
And it just if you watch this movie, which I hope you don't, they live in a very nice neighborhood. And I thought it was that white girl, but it wasn't. It was the husband, the DILF's car, which made even less sense because they just live in too nice of a neighborhood for him to be driving this little fucking hoopty, unless that was the car that the wife bought him to commute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since she was a sugar mama, here, I'll buy you this little hoopty to get around in.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with the Mitsubishi Lancer, but I'm just saying for the wealth that they appeared to have, it just seemed like an odd car for him to drive.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Well, and then the other secondary or third, I don't, secondary primary. What was it? I don't know the
Trimester.
Yeah, the secondary trimester character in this. So another secondary character was the brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's trying to be the voice of reason. It just came off for me. It came off really, really fucking weird.
Yeah.
But Go ahead. Like,
I don't know, dude. It just he didn't serve the purpose I think he was meant for.
yeah.
He for me, because I'm an asshole, I would have been encouraging the shenanigans, whereas he was trying to like, no, don't do this. You got a good thing, but it just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
he needed somebody like me in his life to encourage the shit.
You know, yeah, your brother's telling you some awesome, crazy, wild shit, and you're not being like, dude, can I live vicariously through you?
No, he's like, bro, you can't be doing that. You got a good thing. Not like, nah, was the pussy good? Did she suck it?
Or did she just lay there like a dead fish?
Yeah.
Like, you want to know those things.
Some details. Dude.
Yeah, details,
This
man.
is the kind of conversation I would be having with my brother if he was smashing some young, hot college student. Like, tell me all about it.
Yeah, and this movie missed a lot of details.
A lot of good points.
A lot of good points, man. You know, but like I said, back to the brother is like, he was secondary. He gave shitty advice. I mean, in real life, right? Obviously, this is fantasy, but it can happen. You know, his death.
Right. Yeah. No, we're to cut to that.
Yeah, dude,
the motherfucker just dies
by accident.
He got like booby trap murdered, and then that was it.
Super coincidence.
Yeah. So he gets booby trap murdered, left in the backyard for hours, it appears, because that happens during the day. And later on the evening, they've just had dinner. Mom's washing dishes, facing the yard, right? And brother's been dead back there for God knows how long. And then she didn't notice the dead body. She notices, oh, you forgot to close the doors again or some shit. And she goes outside and discovers the dead brother, who apparently wasn't dead at the time. And then that's it. They just cut to them putting the son to bed and saying, oh, he'll be fine. We'll send him some thoughts, and then just move on with the movie.
Yeah.
And that's it. No, nothing. The brother gets killed by
a shed.
Yeah, by a shed. Some shit just fucking fell on him.
So, and I saw that coming earlier, right? Like when the dad was putting shit away, and then she scared him, and like it fell, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. She put it back. He put it back, and then he showed how he kept it up, right? So then she goes back and does the same thing again. But I'm like, what the fuck is up with this shed? Because he's like, what are you doing here? When she sneaks in the house, and he just busts in the house, the brother does, and he's like, what are you doing here? Where's my brother?
Right.
So
And
he goes
to
straight
look for him in the shed?
straight for the fucking shed.
Yeah.
I would expect him face down in the pool. I would have looked at the pool first and then went to the shed.
If I came here looking for you, I'm going to tell you the last place I'm going to look in your backyard is your tool shed. And it's a little tool shed. It's not a walk-in tool shed. You open the fucking doors and there's shit there. So it's not like, oh, he's obviously working, building some shit in the garage. No, it's a fucking shed, dude. Shit falls out of it. So I would not go looking for you in that.
Yeah, this was not a workshop. This was just a plastic shed that you get from Home Depot or Lowe's, and you put tools in it.
Yeah, nothing to it.
Apparently, there was a tree planting pot, and that's what fell on him.
And some wood with nails in it.
And wood with nails looked like the little murdering ass kid that actually had a gun. Yeah. He had access to the gun. Like, that's not good. That's not good at all. This movie was all kind of backwards.
Yeah, they were just shit that. It was like I don't know what to say about this movie, dude. It was like, it started off like, okay, this is gonna be all right. Then it was like, this movie fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, actually, it's not too bad. It was like, this movie sucks. And it was just a roller coaster. It's not so bad. This movie sucks. It's not so bad. This movie sucks. And the acting was okay.
Yeah.
The acting was okay. I was expecting worse, but the acting was actually all right.
Yeah.
But if this movie was 8 hours long and explained some more backstory, it would have made sense. But they just obviously cut out so much shit to squeeze it into an hour and a half or however long it was.
Yeah.
And it just...
Well, and I think, like I said, I think the middle part was okay. The beginning needed some more refining.
Yeah.
The end, definitely, they could have made that ending so much more powerful if it was. That's why I said when we were watching, I was like, plot twist, because I was expecting her to bring out a picture of the dude and say, hey, I put him in prison, the guy that killed you, Dad. That's what I was expecting, right? Because like I was trying to pick up on this entire movie from the beginning. I was like, because that's what I do. I'm a horrible movie watcher because I try to figure the shit out from the beginning. But when I seen that, I was like, okay. And there was even a flashback or a vision that she had where it was the guy that was taking her was the dude.
Right. So okay. So let's just. So she gets assaulted, right? You don't see the guy's face when this happens at the very beginning of the movie. Then the DILF moves in next door with the family.
Yeah.
She seduces the DILF, and that's kind of the plot of the story throughout the movie. She's seducing him. She goes crazy. She gets the grown man dick, and she can't fucking shake it. So she's in love with him, and she's
grown man
just,
right here. We know.
She's right. Listen, young dick slaps, man dick thuds. Okay, it's fucking different. so she falls in love with the fucking thud, and she's just going crazy, doing crazy shit. Can we just cut to the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
So she goes crazy, fucking kills the brother accidentally. Fucking wife gets hit by a car, and then all of a sudden the DILF is in prison, raking some shit. Looks at a letter. They don't even acknowledge what's on the letter. They just cut to him like looking off into the distance, and then they cut to the college chick, and she walks over to her father's gravesite, and she pulls out this crustless peanut butter and jelly, and she goes, I've done a lot of bad. I did some bad things.
Yeah.
As in, and I skipped over this part. She ended up having like a flashback or having a nightmare. And she's like reliving the scene where her father gets killed by the guy. And when she cuts to it, it's actually the DILF.
Yeah.
Rio is his name.
Rio, that's
the
right.
neighbor that with the thudding dick. She flashes back and it's him. So what I don't understand is if this is actually, this whole plot was to get him back for killing her father, how does he not realize that he moved in next door to the chick he tried to rape and realize like, or he did, and it was like, oh fuck, she doesn't know it was me, and now we're gonna fuck, and then it just doesn't.
And that's what I'm
cohesive.
saying. Like the beginning, it could have had a lot more.
Right, like you're right. They could have had some more backstory and said, oh, he was a crackhead, and
That's what I think.
He doesn't remember what happened, and then that's how the wife found him, refined him, put him in school, gave him a little credit card to whatever, and
because that makes sense, right? Like
right.
That can make sense where he came from shit, right? Where he doesn't want to lose everything. I think like that's where the direction was going with it. It was like, hey, he's a piece of shit. He was a fucking assaulter. I don't want to. I'll leave it at that. He was gonna try to do something with this girl right off her front porch. Doesn't make sense to me, but I think this woman, his wife, brought him up, built him up. Gave him a credit card, right?
Yeah.
She gave him a credit card. She was a sugar mama, and I think that he just got cleaned up and didn't want to lose that. But he just was so messed up at the time when
he
was
completely forgot that where he tried to assault this chick, he ended up moving in next to her.
Yeah,
doesn't remember what she looks like.
Well, remember, it's not him moving in next door. It's his new wife that's moving in, right? He don't have no say. He don't have no pull in that.
But either way, he didn't recognize that was the chick he tried to. If that was him, if that was him who tried to assault her in the beginning of the movie, he didn't realize that was her when he moved in next door. He just like, oh, what's up, and had that little sexy moment in the beginning. But
see, and that's kind of what triggered me. I was like, this guy knows who she is, right? And then she was like, I know who you are too, right? And that's kind of what like when they had that moment. That could have been that, dude, where it was like, hey.
So then she knows it was him that tried to assault her. He knew it was her that he tried to assault, and they were just like, fuck it.
But she was a master.
We're here now. Let's fuck.
Yeah, well, she was going through her double masters, right, in business, and so she's not a stupid idiot, right? So I think she had this whole master plan where she wanted to ruin his life.
Sponsored by Corona Seltzer.
Yeah, she wanted to ruin his life, and I don't think that. I think she had this whole plan, but I don't think she planned for the wife to get ran over by the grandma who was just cruising in the middle of the night. I don't understand that, but I think this movie had some potential. Overall, let's go into final thoughts, right? Or do you have anything?
Hydration is the key to recovery. Nothing hydrates me more than Corona Seltzer.
The Corona Seltzer. There we go. I'll take that. What flavor do you have right there?
I have a strawberry kiwi. This is quite delicious.
So do I. Let's go to final thoughts.
Final thoughts. This movie fucking sucks. Don't watch it, or do, based on our review. I mean, I sat through it and I was like, this movie's gonna be fucking stupid. But I was like, hey, actually, you know what? Right. This is movie fucking stupid, but I can see I want to know what happens.
Right. So and the best part of it, we didn't pay a single dollar to go watch this movie. So and you guys won't have to either if you guys want to go check out this madness.
Yeah,
but
download the Tubi app.
So so on a scale of let's go, good, not bad, and this movie sucks. Would you?
This movie sucks, dude.
This movie sucks.
Yeah,
okay.
This movie sucks. There's shittier movies out there, but this movie fucking sucks, dude. It just I don't know. It just sucks. The storyline just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Who was the DILF? Because the deadly DILF was, in my opinion, the neighbor. He didn't kill anybody. so he's not deadly.
Yeah.
But to me, was it? I don't know. This movie sucks, dude.
All right, so I guess I'll give my final of good, not bad, and this movie sucks. I'm kind of torn, right? Because like I said, I think this movie had a whole lot of potential where it could have been a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But some of the shit that they did with this movie, it kind of feels like they filmed it all and then chopped pieces up, threw some shit out, moved some things before they should have happened, right? Like with the brother's death and but yeah, so I'm torn between not bad and this movie sucks, but
So the movie kind of sucks.
no, dude. That's it, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's some redeeming qualities in this movie, but for me, overall rating, final rating, this movie fucking sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
So, if you guys have a chance, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing a couple more of these. If you guys like it, comment, interact with us, let us know.
Download the Tubi app. Check it out.
Download the Tubi app.
Check it out. It's called Deadly DILF. Or don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you got an hour and a half of your life that you just want to waste, go watch the Deadly DILF.
Crack open a Corona Seltzer.
And hydrate. Because hydration is the key to recovery.
And then this movie might not be that bad.
Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys in the next time.